On EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away.
It's retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be this. Absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First 40 down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 46. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 2. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Second down, here's Hurts. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got him in. It's Brown.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson in the Bangor field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
These two teams all tied after one. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the option play now to the left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back. Right, nowhere to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To Barkley on the check down. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Prater's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front, but a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bengals set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And that's touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Drew Chrisman on to punt as he gets this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 39, Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 29, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Mahomes now on first down. And his pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. Prater's kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Hurts. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. He'll get it inside the 20, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as teams would say. There's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it in ball game. Dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Ayuk to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right. They're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. So the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the delay, it's Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. Saw him trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Mixon again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
McPherson on for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They begin with a run by Barkley. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to gain a 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice...
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Stephon Diggs. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes will throw for it, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Mixon up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28.
74 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.